welcome to the Fiction Friday Writing Prompt. This is Lisa Cowan. My name is Lisa Cowan from Good Stories Grow Here Writing Studio. I help people write with joy and also start or finish their writing projects. So welcome today. We're going to be doing a 10-minute writing prompt, and the writing prompt is called Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Actually, just before I get started, I just received this message from a friend of mine who's traveling in Sicily, and she's asking me, who's here in Canada, what people do for 3 hours between 1 to 4. You know, the shops, everything closes in Italy, not just in Sicily. And then she says, everything, and I mean just about every single thing closes every day for these 3 hours, including restos and all sorts of shops. I guess it's a very strict observance of siesta time. And I just thought, gee, that's a really good metaphor for, you know, people who want to write and want to consistently do a practice, either a creative practice or a writing practice. You really have to observe that. And if it's not part of the culture, for instance, in our culture, no longer, I mean, not only do we not have siestas, that would be really great if we did, but creative time isn't necessarily thought to be something that is, you know, lauded or accepted or, you know, held up as being wonderful in the culture because it doesn't make a ton of money. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting little segue into the importance of taking time and you know, feeding your practice and just going with those stories and seeing what comes up. And I mentioned in one of the other writing prompts that having a notebook that you can use, I have this one here, which I love because it's an ampersand, and I love ampersands, that you can use on a regular basis for your writing prompts. And then when you are working on a story, you have all this great material, and you can go in there and you can basically steal from yourself, which I do all the time. And it's quite wonderful because it's really easy. So, and it's repurposing and it's recycling. So there you go. Okay, so today's writing prompt is called Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Craft a scene about an elderly couple who visits the same restaurant every Saturday night. The pair order the same dishes and they sit at the same table just as they've done for years. Yet on this particular evening, the woman tells her husband a story he's never heard before. Take the next 10 minutes to write what happens next. I'm going to read it once more, just for those who might be just joining us. So craft a scene about an elderly couple who visits the same restaurant every Saturday night. The pair order the same dishes and they sit at the same table, just as they've done for years. Yet on this particular evening, the woman tells her husband a story he's never heard before. Take the next 10 minutes to write what happens next. So I'm going to put the timer on and we'll get started, and I will let you know when the time is at, you know, around 5 minutes and, you know, getting up there, just so that you're not kind of surprised when I say, okay, stop writing. So I'm just going to put the timer on. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, we're at 5 minutes now. We have 2 more minutes left. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, 30 seconds left. So you can start to wrap up now, and yeah, it's almost time. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Wow. Yes. Hope you enjoyed that. I just barely got into the story. I was just setting the scene, and sometimes that happens. You have an idea for a story, and you're just setting the scene. Um, so yeah, I definitely want to work on this story again. Thank you so much for joining me for this Fiction Friday writing prompt, and I look forward to seeing you next week at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can make it. If you can't make it, then please enjoy the replay. And if you want to post a story, or you want to just send me a story to look at, I'd be happy to do that. If you want to post a story, you can post underneath the video link. And yeah, you can reach me on my business page, Lisa M. Cowan, LISSAMCOWAN, or you can reach me at goodstoriesgrowhere.com, and you can see my courses on my course page. Okay, thanks very much. Take care. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.